Hello everyone. My name is Christy. Can everyone hear my voice? Okay, let me pull up my my slides. Okay, let me self-introduce. My name is Christy, and today I would like to share before I start sharing on today's topic, I want to say that it is the dream of every individual to have glowing and healthy skin, right? And I'm sure that 270 people in here today, I'm sure everyone is thinking that, so some of you you might have this experience where when we see other people's skin, we'll wonder, wow, why is your skin is always so youthful, so smooth, and doesn't have any wrinkles? And then if you're really curious about it, then you have come to the right place, because because over here we will able to help you get the flawless skin and smooth skin that you want, despite your gender, male or female. So actually, let's see, how can we get healthy and glowing skin? So actually, the most fundamental answers that we need to have water content is because we know that 70% of our body is made out of water. And every day we need to drink about 8 cups of water, right? Okay, so actually to keep our skin hydrated, we need to implement external and internal practices, okay? So the so-called internal practices is fulfilled by just consuming 8 cups of water every day, right? Well, the external practice is to choose the correct skincare products. Okay, so what are the main factors that causes us to lose hydration, which causes us to which causes our skin to look really really old and really wrinkly and also dry. So actually, a lot of the factors are due to the environmental assaults. So what is the reason? How do they get environmentally assaulted? So the most common and first factor is our UV rays. And we know that the damages caused by UV rays to our skin is really severe. But actually UV rays can be separated into 2 categories. One is called UVA and the other one is called UVB. 90% of UV rays come from UVA, and it is the strongest. It can seep through the glass and also speed up the aging process and damage your collagen. And so when your collagen is damaged, your skin will lose elasticity and will become older. And then it will be very dull. And that is why we need to always put on sunscreen. And remember, we don't just wear sunscreen when we go outside, but we should also wear sunscreen when we're inside, because UVA can seep through glass, as you know, as I mentioned just now. And also the light that we're exposed to, like LED or blue rays, it also contains a certain UV rays, which may cause your skin to have problems. So the second environmental assault factor is just nanoparticles in the air. These nanoparticles are small particles that we cannot see, but these nanoparticles may cause our skin damage and will lead our skin to lose its hydration. Third is caused by the cigarette smoke. And because everyone's life habits is different, and so we'll have different types of stresses from work, from family, from children, where we cannot prevent. So is there anyone here who does not have any stress? I'm sure that you might have a stress at certain periods of times, right? So these lifestyle stresses will also cause our body to lose its hydration. So once our body loses hydration, how does it affect our skin? So some of the common signs of dehydration is oily, dry, flaky skin, and then it will also start to itch. And later on, your skin will start to become really sensitive. So when you reach this condition, it's already too late. Even supplements or skincare products are not able to help your skin anymore. And you have to go to a dermatologist to seek help. And we shouldn't wait until that moment to start caring for our skin, right? Okay, so now as you can see from the slide over here, the list is separated into 2 parts. So one side consists of the symptoms of the dry skin, where the other shows skin which is moist and soft. So why do we have dry skin? It is because we lack a proper skincare. So we lack hydration, our skin is dehydrated, is dry, it causes sensitivity, is dry, is prone to itchiness, and even when we put on makeup, it will look super cakey. But for smooth and moist skin, it can hydrate, your skin is hydrated, and it also prevent early aging. You'll have glowing skin. It prevents skin from pigmentation, and your makeup will look amazing. And also it'll complement your face. So your skin belongs to you and only you. So you have the choice of whether you want to have smooth or dry skin. And so if your skin fits the description of what makes up the dry skin, then I have a solution for you to help change that. So let me introduce you to a new set of skin products, which is called Naru Hydra. Actually, in Japanese, Naru means become, and Hydra means water. So Naru Hydra means it becomes more moist and watery. So Naru Hydra is reinvented hydration with the power of R3+. So what is R3+? We will be explaining it deeper later on, but let me summarize it. It means to rehydrate, the second to reinforce, the last to revitalize, and to defend. So what in Naru Hydra, which helps fulfill this 3R+? So the first component is this SI extract, which is also known as saccharide isometrate extract. So it's shortened as SI extract. And the second component is the fission yeast. And the third is the C2A complex. Okay, these may sound really foreign to you, but let me explain one by one what all these are. So before we dive into those components, let's talk about what is a 3R+. So do you remember the very first R? Yeah, it is to rehydrate. Actually, there are 3 features of rehydration. The first feature is that this SI extract composition, which is one of the components of this Naru Hydra, is really similar to our natural moisturizing factor. So the natural effects of how our skin moisturizes, and it only has one purpose, which is to make our skin retain the water content. So actually, this is based on real scientific proven results. It's not what I said. Okay, and then the second feature is that it can really penetrate easily due to this moisture binding technology. So even through the tiniest gaps, this technology allows the skin to absorb the skincare products to be absorbed by your skin really efficiently and conveniently. And the third feature is that after you use these products for 4 weeks, the information is proven through clinical studies where our skin's dryness is reduced by 20%. And even more so, it is proven that the moisture can be retained for 72 hours. So, but of course, we cannot wash our face for 3 days, right? So what does this mean? It means that there is sufficient amount of moisture for your face. Okay, now let's come to the second R. So the second R is reinforce. So the component that helps with this reinforcement R, it comes from this fission yeast, which is the component of Naru Hydra. This fission yeast actually promotes the formulation of the outermost layer of our skin. And why is this important? It is because if there's no barrier, then the hydration levels can be really easily lost. And then your skin may have infection, or it'll be more prone to chemical stress. And so, as you can see from this picture, from the graph, it comes from this clinical study on how before, as you can see from before, the line is really, really thin, and it's really, really thin, but then after it's thicker. So as you can see how the pink line is really dark, and then it is slowly becomes really lighter. It means that all the contents are retained within the outermost level of our skin. So because this formulation of the outermost layer of our skin is strengthened, then the contents, the hydration will be stored inside and not outside. Okay, so now let's move on to the third R, which is to revitalize. So what does revitalize mean? So the reason of revitalize comes from the SI extract, which was also explained in the previous slide, which is one of the components of Naru Hydra. And actually, in simpler words, is that SI extract can stimulate our genes. And these genes in our body is like a button which can be switched on and off. So as I said before, how our habits, the environment, assaults can lead to losing hydration levels, right? So when these hydration levels decrease, then this button will be closed off. So when these water levels are lost, then our skin will get dry, sensitive, right? But this SI extract, which is contained within the Naru Hydra, can really open this button and start to increase the water holding capacity at this genetic level. And so when your skin has enough water, then your skin is able to start looking glowing and also revitalized. So now let's move on to the last part of the 3R plus, which is the plus in the 3R plus. And so this also means, the plus also means to defend. And this feature comes from the component called C2A complex, which is also contained inside Naru Hydra. And C2A complex actually consists of 6 natural ingredients: peony, anica, marshmallow root, yeast, tilia, cordia, flour, and etc. So the purpose of the C2A is that it can prevent your skin from getting inflamed, because some people who stay under the sun even for a little while get sensitive, or if there's a little bit of dust, their skin will also get inflamed. So this complex is able to smooth out this inflammation or damage. On top of that, they also use this nanotechnology so that Naru Hydra contents, including the C2A complex, can be seeped deep into our skin, so we're able to absorb more of it, and also can help renew our cells or tissues that has been damaged by environmental factors. It can also prevent your face from getting overtaken by bacteria or dust. So actually, these things that I talk about later is actually scientifically, clinically certified. And also, it is not really easy to get this European certification, because one of this substance, because for all of these substances, we need to get through many steps and tests to reach the standards, because we need to see if the ingredient is hygienic or not. We need to see if the ingredients will harm our body or not. And we need to see that the process of making this Naru Hydra is efficient or not, or if it can work or not. So all of these problems is that, so that is why we need to reach the standards to get this certificate. And so this Naru Hydra is really safe and is also really good to consume. And actually, Naru Hydra is a skincare products set where there are 4 products. The very first is a cleanser, which is what I really like personally, because after you wash your face doesn't get really tight. And also it'll feel like it's really soft. Furthermore, it can also clear off all the dirty particles from your face. And the second product is this mist, which is also known as a toner, but we call it hydrating mist. It's different from the normal toner, because the normal toner, we need to pour it on a cotton pad and then we need to rub it onto our face, right? However, with this hydrating mist, you just need to spray it onto your face, and it's really convenient, and you can spray it whenever your face feels dry or irritated, or after you finish your makeup as this setting spray. And then the third product is the day cream, where we put it in the morning, and it can retain the water content for up to 72 hours. It can also prevent dehydration, restore skin suppleness, and also seal the moisture in so that we will have plump, dewy, and glowy skin. The fourth product is called a restoring cream, which is also known as a night cream, because when we fall asleep, our skin is still restoring, it's still healing, it's still rehydrating. So night cream will help replenish the moisture and quench the skin's thirst throughout the night. And so in the morning, when your skin will look really radiant, subtle, and hydrated. So how should we use this 4 products? It's actually really easy, because the first step is to wash our face, and we can wash it with our cleanser. And the second step is to to spray the toner. And in the afternoon, you can put the day cream, and at night you can put so in the afternoon you can use the hydrating fluid, and at night you can use the restoring cream. Okay, so in conclusion, I will summarize Naru's 8 benefits. So the first one, okay, so there's 3 R's, right? And the defend. So rehydrate. It has an instant deep hydration effect. And it can also last up to 72 hours, which is amazing, which is 3 days. Can you imagine that? Okay, the second thing is to reinforce because it can improve and also reinforces your skin's barrier, which prevents the moisture from losing from coming out. And then the third, which is to revitalize, it stimulates this gene expression and also revitalize the skin for a youthful glow. And then the fourth is to defend, as it enhances the skin's defense against pollution and also relieves the skin from inflammation. And actually, you need to try this for yourself in order to know the benefits, even though I have told you the benefits in words, but then we have to try it out. We have to experience it to understand and to experience the benefits of this Naru Hydra. Okay, so thank you. This is my sharing, and thank you all for coming.
Wow, thank you, Christy, for her sharing.